Welcome to the channel, guys. Justin Worldwide here. So as you can see in the background here, recently just bought an excavator. So right now we have a storm coming. It's Hurricane Helene. So we have our Bobcat, which we've had for a while, but the focus of this is the excavator. Just purchased it a couple days ago. Should have got video picking it up and everything, but I didn't. But this is it. It's a nice little Yanmar. It's a VIO-35.3. As you can see here, it weighs just a hair under 8,000 pounds. Pretty decent looking machine, but of course if I bought something, it's because it has an issue, right? So the machine runs great and we'll show you that, but the issue I'm having is the blade. When it is running, you can pick the blade up, it drops right away, so it's not holding pressure. The seals, I was told that the seals in the cylinder were rebuilt about a year ago, and I believe that because the other issue it's having in coordination with that is the tracks. The drive system is absolutely terrible. Sometimes one track will move, sometimes it won't, sometimes the other will move. And I have another issue with the track drive system, that when you use the right track, sometimes the blade will pick up at the same time as trying to drive the track. So we're having a pretty catastrophic functioning issue with the lower system of the excavator. Now the upper half is great. This boom functions fantastic. You can put it up, turn it off, it'll hold itself up. Digging power felt really strong. Pushing power, everything is good. Swivel, it's really tight. Looking at all the pins on this machine, they're all in pretty decent health. Not much play. I do have a leak. This machine has a quick release hydraulic system for the bucket, so that is leaking too. You might be able to see some fluid down there. It's a little shiny, so we're gonna have to rebuild that. And my prediction with this is that we have a bad swivel joint with the lower end not working, so we got to rebuild a quick release piston up there. We got to rebuild the swivel joint. Hopefully that fixes our issue. We're gonna find out. If not, I'm gonna keep having to track this thing down. I will show you guys the issue here, so if you're experiencing something similar, you might have an idea. All right, now we got you guys here. We'll show you what's going on. We'll drop our control lever like you would on any machine. Got you guys here. So make sure you got a clear view. So we're gonna start by raising the boom, which it goes right up, no problem. Unlock it. Boom's up. Empty that bucket. Boom's up. As you can see, that holds just fine. Really, really good. But now let's come down here to the blade. If we pick this blade up, it'll go up, as you can see. And then I have to leave the lever in the on position, because the second I put it back, it's up. You can see it's starting to drop. It's going right down. So there we go. So then with that, you might just assume it needs a new rebuild of the piston of the blade. But here's my other issue. We're gonna pull that blade back up. If we go do the drive system, you can see I'm trying to watch my blade. Anyways, I'm getting it full force. You can see we spun, right? That one's got a lot more power. Blade's still up. I have to keep it engaged to keep the blade up, otherwise it'll drop. We go back forward, and it's a little weaker now. And then if I drop the blade, let the blade go down, we'll let the blade go down so you can see it fully. It's down. Now we're gonna engage the right throttle. As you can see, the blade's picking up. Blade's going up, blade's going up. Once the blade's up, now we're getting a little bit of track pressure. You gotta kind of work these to get them to get this thing to even want to turn or move. Just to get that one over there to move. But so we got weak tracks. This one's now not wanting to go back. Come on. See, dead. Entirely dead. I hear the motor stalling, so I know the pump's working. Because it's building up pressure, but it's bypassing. I'm not going to explain all that. Farmcraft makes a great video on explaining all this, but you can see nothing. It'll go forward. It doesn't really want to go back, but it'll go forward. And then same thing here. If I want to go forward with the right, the blade's going up, blade's going up, blade's going up. Oh, now I'm getting nothing. I can't even move. So it's a 50-50. Oh, now it will move a little, now it won't, now it will. You kind of have to work them together to get what you want. Drop the boom back down. Hope the camera's not moving too much. So there you go. You guys can see my issue. Sometimes I get blade pressure. Sometimes I get drive pressure, sometimes I don't. blade pressure will always work. I can push it down and I can pick the machine up. I'll try to keep it still, maybe you guys can see. Nope, not going that time, not going. Oh, it is, it's going extremely slow. Because what's happening is that the path that the fluid takes to push that blade down is bypassing in what's called the swivel, and it's bypassing into my drive motors into the neutral position, which is it's a safety feature if you're not following, and it's just sending everything back to my hydraulic tank. It's not actually building pressure, so the machine's having a hard time building pressure. It's moving fluid, I can hear it, it's just having a hard time building pressure, and that's because it's bypassing through this thing called the swivel, because the seals are bad, causing all three controls, the blade and the drive motors, to all kind of function as one when it shouldn't be, instead of being separate. I know that's confusing, it's how it is. So we're gonna do that. And real quick, before we do work on that and get the maintenance going, I already put the catch can and get some oil. We're gonna do the oil filter, fuel filters, check hydraulic filters, get it all apart, and start, you know, ordering more stuff here. Before we do that, let me finish on this machine. Alright guys, as you can see we have the swivel joint here. Might be bright with the light, but I think it's important you guys see this. So here's our swivel joint we've been removing. And as you just saw, I just did the tear down. And I really want to show this because I'm glad to see this, because this tells me all my problems are definitely coming from here, which is awesome to see. So this swivel joint, it's got a plate bottom there that I took off, but then there's seals, which I got a bunch of them, seals in there, but there's a bunch of seals that go down in here. And just by showing my light here, you guys can already see, you know, maybe I can prop this so I can get a pointer here. Boop. Whoops. Because I really want to point it to you guys. Let's start on this bottom one here, actually. Maybe you guys can see right here. Oh, look, the seal. I can just separate it. It's not even attached. Look, it's literally coming out in chunks. And next one, same thing. There's a huge chunk right there missing. Maybe you can see how you can see the seal here, but over here it disappears. Next one, same thing, same thing, same thing. All the way down this thing, the seals are just absent. They don't even exist anymore. They are deteriorated. If you look at the top side, you can see the cracks all in there. All those cracks are no good. If we take this, let's be careful not to crush our phone and break it. Let's flip it. Let's 180 it. Let's see the other side. And it's hard for you guys to see, but you can see down that channel, they're destroyed. Top, bottom, those seals are gone. So this is great news. It's sucky news because this took a while to do. I don't know if you guys could see there. It's kind of unfortunate news because this took a long time to do, but I love seeing this. Not because I want to see this, but it tells me that this is my damage. So we're gonna go ahead and keep getting this rebuild done. We might start tomorrow because I want to wash this unit before I get it back together because I got it filthy. I'm gonna wash the machine too, so it's easier to get things in, so dirt's not falling in my eyes. I'll try to give you guys a better view of me installing it since I didn't so much did it when I removed it. But there we go. There's our issue. So we're gonna have this machine running great again. Alright guys, I didn't do a time lapse of this one just because I know those videos are going to be lengthy. Plus, I'm not a professional. I do believe I built this completely right. But anyways, here it is. It has been about a couple days, 2-3 days. But this unit is now completely rebuilt. You can see I cleaned her up really nice. Got it slapped with hydraulic oil. I can't really show you it spins here because it's not mounted. It's nice and firm. It spins well. It does spin smooth. But it is got a little bit of resistance, I'm guessing because all the seals are new, and it makes the shaft really hard to spin, so we got that. But I want you guys to see, here's some of our old seals. So there's our old top seal. That one is right here, which we got a new one. That just keeps, that's just a dust, literally dust seal. Here's our bottom seal on the bottom. There's a new one down there. These were our actual, well, this was a compression seal at the top of this unit, which is sitting like right in here. With a ring, and that just is keeping it from leaking out, keeps all the fluid contained. These were my seals though. As you can see, they're pretty destroyed. These were the ones that were actually leaking. These are what hopefully were causing my issue. I don't see why these wouldn't be causing the only issue because these are destroyed. I don't even have them. There's supposed to be 7 of these. As you can see, I only have like 3 or 4 that are complete. The rest of them literally just obliterated in pieces. So there's that. It has been a couple of days. If I show you guys, the reason it's been a while, because even though we just got a storm a little bit ago, we have another hurricane on the way. Looks like we're calling this one Hurricane Milton. If you guys can see in the corner there, we got Hurricane Milton. It might not focus, but these things never stop. So been busy cleaning up, getting things tidy, doing this. This shop's an absolute mess, so I gotta clean this in the next day or 2 before this hurricane gets here. That way, in case anything happens, I'm ready to go with tools because I've been busy, as you guys can see. Super, super messy. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed. Hopefully we can have it done today because I want to get everything back together before it starts raining and the storm gets here. as you just saw in that time lapse, we got one side of the bottom end done. I'm gonna get you under here and show you. So as you can see, I don't have a lot of room. I got this tiny gap. You can see my fist is, I mean, if I open my hand, it wouldn't fit. It's okay. There's not a whole lot of room, and as far as wrenching, you only get little turns. But we got 5 hoses over here connected, 2 up top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 total hoses. I'm gonna cut these zip ties off. They're good. And now I gotta do this other side. So I'm not gonna give you a time lapse of that. We're just gonna have this done and jump right to the top. So let's go ahead and get to that top end. I'm gonna get this bottom end wrapped up, and we're gonna get the top end connected. Hopefully none of these leak. Let's go. Alright guys, so there you go, just like that, radiator's back in. You saw we just filled her up. So gonna have to bleed the system. Obviously it's gonna take more, but it's ready to go. Radiator's hooked up. Hopefully no leaks besides what I spilled. We're gonna go ahead and run this machine now. Got the keys already, just went and got them. So we're gonna run this machine and give it a test. You're gonna watch it right here with me. Let's see what happens. This thing seems to be working. It's driving really good. As you saw, I can go forward, I can turn. It would not do that before. you know, independently each track turn on its own. It just didn't have the power. This thing literally drove, went back. As you can see, I mean, it's got itself pretty high off the ground. That blade's got a ton of power, which it didn't have. I'm noticing now these tracks have a lot of wear. I need to tighten them up, but there's a bunch of maintenance things I still need done on this machine. For now, what we have is a driving, running, operating machine. And as I can tell right now, it doesn't look like there's any leaks. I know the motor's loud back. That looks, yeah, there could be one there maybe or something, but as far as hydraulic goes, I'm not going to get under this machine, of course, but it seems like it's good. I'm not seeing any leaks down there where that swivel is. As you've seen, I was doing a ton of turns. The purpose of me doing the rotation, making sure that swivel's operating all the way, make sure it just can keep turning and turning endlessly and not have any binding issues, which it seemed to be okay. And then also just to break in the seals. I was trying to go slow at first. Same with the drive. I was trying to drive nice and easy. And then as I drove, I was picking up on how hard I was on it. Just to make sure that those seals break in, they get the fluid out, get the air out, sorry, get fluid in, and get it ready. But as far as I can tell right now, that swivel will fix this machine. This machine seems like it's 100%, which is awesome. It's only got 1,400 hours again, which is extremely, well, not extremely, it's not extremely low, but it's good. 14 hours is good, comfortable, low-ish hours. Everything seems to work. Machine seems nice and strong, and it's holding itself in the air. It's suspended, which the blade would not do in the past. And it's not leaking down, it looks like. It looks like it's holding really good, nice and strong, so pretty happy. Well, I think that's going to be it for this video now. I know I have body panels and stuff to put back on. Depending on when this video comes out, I might or might not have those in the video. So if I do, you know, you'll see it right now. If not, I'm sorry guys, I'm just busy. Right now we have this storm coming, so I got to clean up here. I got to get the trailers in row, get everything put back, organized, and get this equipment loaded on the trailers in the event of this flood, because this all might be underwater here. Maybe you'll see in the future video. So for now, that's it. That's the rebuild of the swivel on my VIO-35 excavator. So hope you guys can do it for yourself, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.